So, hey guys, we're here at Two Shy Farms today. I'm talking with two of my friends. I've got Kay Reed and Yvonne Dillard. They both live right around the corner from me practically. Yvonne just lives a couple miles up the road, and Kay lives in
Like 12 miles?
Yeah, about 12 miles away. And I met Kay first, and when I had my little run-in with Gracie, who was the dog who got lost down the street, and Kay and Yvonne both tried desperately to help me help Grace, and so Kay ended up taking her. I rescued Grace. I tried to take her to the Fort Worth Animal Shelter. They didn't have any room, so I drove all the way back, and Kay was kind enough to take her, and Yvonne was driving around these country roads trying to find me that day so that she could help me rescue Grace.
Oh yeah, that's right.
But she was never able to find me, so that's how I know these guys, and I've kind of gotten to know them and help Yvonne at her rescue out on weekends. I spend a couple hours and we help with the cats and the dogs on her place, and I've really enjoyed it. And I found out just through getting to know them what an unbelievable work that they do for this community. We live out in Hill County where there is no animal shelter. There's a couple of other rescuers. There's several rescuers out in the area, but there is no animal shelter, so there's no services like that out here. Lily over here was a dog that had gotten dumped on our property, and we've had several dogs dumped out here, but these guys take these animals in when nobody else will, and they find them homes, they get them medical care, and I just really wanted to kind of let everybody on my channel know about the kind of things that they do. So, Kay, why don't you tell us first, how did you start rescuing? And tell us what you do. Like, are you a rescue organization?
So we have a ranch and a rescue. I'm working on my 501. It is just one of those things when, as you've seen now, it's a lot of work all the time. So sometimes the things that get behind are not the dogs, it's the paperwork.
Right.
So we play a little bit different roles, kind of. We both rescue, but my side of it, I do more, I do a lot of medical dogs, and then I do a lot of like rescue outreach, so I find other rescues to try and come in and take and help with our dogs here in the local area. And so I don't house as many at my place. One, we just don't have capabilities, but two, I try to move them around to different rescues.
Yeah, find them homes. What are some of the ones that you work with?
Well, the one we work with the most, which is crazy, but they're a medical rescue out of New York. It is SNAR Animal Rescue Northeast, which is Special Needs Animal Rescue and Rehabilitation. And man, they have taken so many medical dogs from here.
Yeah.
And anything from, heartworm cases, which most of them, half of them at least, are heartworm cases.
Amazing. How did you get started?
I've always drug animals home, and I always knew someday I would do it. I didn't know I'd get this many this quick.
Yeah.
But out here,
Yeah.
it's every day.
Yeah. When did you start? When did you get your first rescue?
Well, I mean,
Like 2 years ago?
from here, or I
Oh,
mean, because when I was
yeah.
when I still lived in Florida,
Yeah.
the dogs were strays there that I
Yeah.
had,
Yeah.
and
yeah.
I had 15 of them there.
Yeah.
And they all moved here with me. No, none were left behind. They all moved here
Yeah.
with me, along with my pigs.
Yeah.
They all moved here with me, and a goat. And a goat.
The whole farm moved.
And a goat. Yes, we moved them all here.
Oh my God.
And then it was just like one here and one there, and I started fostering, and then my first foster I failed. She's
Yeah.
still there. She's 13, 14 years old now.
And she kept her.
she stayed.
Foster success.
And then
Yeah.
it got really deep when I seen a 17-year-old pit bull mix at Fort Worth Animal Shelter covered with lymphoma, owner surrender, and she was dying of cancer.
Yeah.
So I went and got her and brought her home till
Hospital care.
Yeah.
she lasted 36 hours. Her
Oh.
whole body, she weighed 30 pounds.
Oh. But you got to love her till she.
Till she was
left.
gone.
Dignity
and
and
then
love.
Yeah.
at that same time, my 16-year-old Dotson that had her whole life passed away from kidney failure.
Oh.
And I was like, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna
Yeah.
take these old dogs that nobody wants,
Right.
the old sick dogs, and I'm gonna give them a life
Right.
while they're comfortable
Right.
and make a way for them to go on after that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it seems like one always goes,
Yeah.
and as soon as one goes, somebody's calling me that there's another one.
Yeah.
It's like they make room for each other or so. Like they know.
Yeah.
Sometimes they end up not going and surprising you.
Yes,
Yeah.
one lasted 2 years. I took a hospice out of San Antonio, and she lasted 2 years. She had lymphoma,
Oh wow.
but now she came with lymphoma, and it
Oh.
spread rapid, and
Oh.
it took her.
Yeah.
She's gone with 3 weeks now.
That's got to be so just gut wrenching. I
But
mean,
that's where that's where I want to stay at, is with the hospice and the seniors.
yeah.
But right now I have a lot of behavioral issue dogs because nobody else will put up with them.
Right.
That's why I try to be extremely transparent.
Yeah. Yeah. I love how because I sponsored Gracie's.
Thank you for
her heartworm treatment, and you posted the bill,
Oh, yeah.
and I could see that right on there. I've seen you do that too,
Yeah,
Yvonne.
I post mine.
Yep.
Yeah,
And
and
they
swap the
all
address
go,
out.
and
Yeah.
she does it too. As soon as
Yeah.
you pick them up,
Yeah.
if that vet's open, you know, if there's any glitch,
yeah,
they're straight headed there.
Right.
When we picked up the Pyrenees the other day,
yeah,
what I thought was a tumor was actually his manhood that needed to go, but I
Yeah.
mean, his toenails were curved. That's how big they were.
yeah,
Wow.
Were curved around his toes.
Oh.
He couldn't hardly walk.
yeah.
He had bite wounds on his back end.
Oh,
We got him in the car. Straight to the vet we went.
Yeah, I think though I've just in the time that I've gotten to know you guys, what comes out of your pocket with the financial burden you take on by what you do is
It's heavy.
I just can't
I've already picked out a bridge to live underneath.
I can't comprehend it. You do without so much so that you can take care of these animals, and that is phenomenal to me because nobody else is doing that.
There are.
But I mean, true. There are people who do that. But I mean, the heart of a rescuer is just not like anybody's I've known.
But when you look at them like her, and
Exactly.
like her, you can't not.
right.
I
Right.
can't not. You can't not.
Yeah.
No, I've tried to, get
Say
away.
no.
And to get away from doing all, go another direction,
Yeah.
and
But they
it
just
didn't work out
Yeah.
clearly. I mean, it worked out. It just wasn't. It's
weren't-
just always where it ended up.
Yeah.
You can't.
Yeah.
Whatever.
They
What
just come back to it.
Right.
your
right.
passion and your
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, that's amazing. One thing I do too is I volunteer at Yvonne's for a couple hours on the weekends, and I'm sure Kay could use it too. So, we've got a lot of our finances tied up in this property right now, and so I can't always give as much as I want, but I can give of my time.
Boy, she can clean litter
Man,
boxes.
Yeah.
Listen,
Yes.
people
Yes.
people think they aren't doing anything if they're not donating money, and it is the opposite.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
there is so much to do. Sharing the posts helps.
Yeah.
Tagging people on the posts helps.
Yes.
Coming and cleaning up crap boxes
Yeah.
really
Helps.
helps.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
because there's so much to do in a day.
Much
But there's
Right.
only
So
so
many
much we
days.
can do.
Yeah.
In,
Yeah,
in
so
a
many
day.
hours.
Yeah.
Exactly. And
Animals
I
are
love
very
it.
unpredictable. So.
Yeah, we've been trying to do this interview for
Yes.
several weeks now, and something always seems to come up. But so if you can give, I say give. I'll post their rescues. They've got Amazon wish lists. They've got fundraisers on Facebook. And two, if you can come and just spend a couple hours
Play with
their
the dogs.
Yeah, play with the dogs.
We can clean, you play. That works
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Like, it's a lot when you
I'm
have
good
to.
with that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't expect anybody else to take on a hospice dog.
Right.
No.
Not
Right.
everybody wants to sign up for that.
Right. Right.
Who
Yeah.
wants to be at the vet 4 times in a week because you're losing senior dogs right
Exactly.
around? Not a lot of
And you-
people want to do that.
Yeah.
I
and
don't want to lose them.
I know.
I kind of get greedy. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
No, you don't want to lose them.
You're 17 years old and you have tumors hanging off your body, but I want you to stay
Yeah.
here with me. Stay here with me, but I can't make
Right.
them stay here with me for
Yeah.
that.
And the fact that you're willing to put your heart through that for their last years, just to give them love at the end, is just amazing. And the dog, what was the dog that had the tumor on the side? That you
BB.
Oh, BB.
That's actually. Oh no, her name. I'm sorry.
I was like,
her
wait a
name was
minute.
Bella.
Bella. That's
but
right.
her name is BB because she looks like a miniaturized
Yeah.
version of Bella. Yeah, she had
Oh.
a huge tumor.
Oh, Bella broke my heart.
Yeah.
Just
heavy
Wasn't
when I
heartworms.
saw.
Was she chained too? Wasn't she chained?
Yeah, so she
that
was
the one who
changed
chained
for
up?
5+ years. The wife left, and the husband, that was
Yeah.
his revenge on the
Yeah.
wife, was he tied the dog up outside.
Oh.
And she was a pit bull, but she looked just like her
Yeah,
same
I
coloring.
remember- yeah,
And
yeah.
she, I didn't expect her to last very long. She lasted about, 3 months.
Yeah, yeah.
But for me, just giving them some dignity and love
Right.
is just important to me.
Right.
So even if we take them out in just a couple hours, they get humanely euthanized or
Right.
whatnot, then that's okay. That's the way that goes.
Right.
I just want to give them a little bit of love and dignity
Right.
before, so they understand like
Right.
you are worth it. you know,
Exactly.
And it's, you know.
Exactly. Oh, I fell in love with Bella, and I
She was so
appreciate when you guys do videos, you know, because you can see how they're doing, and you just
People
And
get
I'm
connected
bad
to
about
them.
that
do.
part.
Yeah.
You
And I'm
really
bad
do.
about that part. Trying
Yeah.
to get videos and
well, we'll work
all that
something
while
out.
I'm
Maybe
trying
I'll
to-
be your cameraman.
especially
Yeah,
when I'm
see,
walking.
that's the other thing. Somebody wants good at pictures and stuff. Rescues can always use somebody to come out and take pictures because the better they look,
Right.
you know, people are more drawn to them.
Right.
You know.
Right.
To me, I know how much my animals mean to me,
Right.
and how much they have helped me and saved my life, and literally.
Right.
And so I want that for other people.
Right.
Because they
Right.
make your life better.
Right.
I mean, they're a pain in the ass
Right.
a lot of the time.
Right, right. But you know, I think about too. I mean, I grew up very poor, and I didn't know how to take care of animals. And
It's taught.
Exactly, exactly. And I think that I feel like in Hill County, if we could have like dog clinics, how to care for, and if people,
And
I
even
feel like,
seminars about teaching people
See-
about spay and neuter.
Yes.
And about heartworm prevention.
Right,
and
right.
about
That's
all
kind
that.
of
right.
That's
and-
see, we all need to converge because I have a lot of ideas for that also.
Yeah.
And I have tents and things so we can set up in
Yes.
places.
Look at that big old field right out there.
Yeah, and we can have like, and there's a lot you
Yeah,
know put
yeah.
together, and you know, you make it fun and you make it inviting and
Exactly.
you make it safe, and it's not, oh, you're gonna come play with a million doggies kind of thing. We're gonna give you some education and
Right.
give you some opportunities
Right.
to improve your life with your dogs.
Right.
And as easy as possible.
And I feel like if people out here even just knew somebody could help them. You need a bag of dog food? Come.
Yeah.
Call me.
We'll give
Yeah,
you a
yeah,
bag
yeah.
of dog
Call
food.
me.
Yeah, people
We'll
always
figure
shock.
it
Rather
out.
than you dump the dog,
Yeah, please
let us
ask for help.
you. Yeah.
I can't
yeah.
guarantee anything.
Right,
But I'm not
right.
here to judge you.
Right,
Okay. I'm
right.
really not, and I try not to.
Right.
I really try to keep
Right.
my hands off the judgment button with
Right.
everybody, because as you just said, you don't know until
Right.
you know.
Right. Yeah.
People villainize them people really fast, and I
Yeah.
understand why, and I get it, but you can't, like, in order to make the changes that need to happen, the public, all of us, everyone has to make the changes. The
Right.
government's not going to make the changes
Right.
randomly. Like, it's not going to
Right.
happen.
Right.
If you want your county or your city to have different animal control laws, or, you know, to have law enforcement make people abide by those laws,
Right.
because I mean, there are laws in place. There's
Right.
lots of laws in place. It's a felony now.
Right.
But it's about making, you know, and then the prosecutors have to prosecute the cases.
Right.
I think kind of more actually how we all started kind of rallying a little bit together is because it's not just the county. One way we need to do is work with what is here. There's one guy for the whole county.
Right.
Hill County's big. It's not
Yeah.
a tiny little county.
Right.
And he does all agriculture, all domestic.
Wow.
And so any call about a cow, it's just, you know, them. So
Yeah,
they do the best
yeah.
they can. He doesn't have facilities. He doesn't
Right.
have money to do anything.
Right, right.
So I
Right.
think part of what everybody would like locally, I think, if I'm not over speaking, is to come together.
Right.
Because I think it's a community issue.
Right.
It is not, they're that last line of defense.
Right.
We have to be responsible
Right.
for our own things.
Right.
And my dogs, I have 20 acres, and I've taught my dogs they don't get to leave.
Right.
And I'm not saying they don't ever leave. Sometimes it happens. I go
Yeah.
get them when
Right.
it happens, because I have some problems. I don't want my dog to kill another dog, or
Right.
to get hit
Bite
by a
somebody.
car, or to bite somebody.
Right.
It's not just about, oh, your dog's a nuisance to me. It's
Right.
the safety of everybody else.
Right.
So we're
Right.
not trying to, I want to make that clear, especially because it's kind of a local thing.
Yeah.
We are not at all trying to take
your
people's
dogs.
dogs. No, we don't, not at all.
want your dog.
Yeah, I
would
could-
love
I
your
could
dogs
vouch
to
for
go
that.
home.
Yes,
And
yes.
and that's why, kind of segue into, I'd like to bring in some local programs, and it's going to take some time. You know, like Hill County Pop House has TCAP come in, and they do really low cost vaccinations, $5 rabies. It's the first Tuesday of every month. Anyone can go. Low cost vaccinations, microchipping, and rabies shot, just pick one. You don't have to do all, but
Right.
something.
Right.
You know, the law says that you do have to have a rabies shot for all your animals. There's a reason for that.
Right,
People
right.
think, oh, there's no rabies. Untrue.
Yeah,
There is
yeah.
rabies, and
Yeah.
our county has rabies. Almost every county has rabies
Yeah,
in it.
yeah.
So,
And when you live out here, you have to worry about it a little bit more with
Yeah,
the
totally.
raccoons and the skunks and
possums.
yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Everybody, yeah, anybody who can. So that, and then I have somebody who I'm speaking with who does the Central Texas Lost and Found page, and they have things already in place that we're gonna, try to mimic a little bit.
Yeah.
And so they already have a really cheap way to do microchipping. So she
Yeah.
said that when we can or when we're ready, they'll come and they'll do a microchip clinic for
Yeah.
our locals. So you can go get your dog microchip for $10.
Yeah.
$10. That's it.
Yeah.
$10, and it's already registered.
Yeah.
Education is just really key to the
Exactly.
making changes.
Yeah.
And I don't know anywhere near everything. That's not all what I try to put out there, but I do know this. We have, if real change is going to happen in rescue, two things have to happen. The public has to make those changes, and then regulation has to set in.
Right.
I know Betty at Pop House said that she has felt the diminished amount of dogs that is coming through to
Oh,
them
that's awesome.
based on all these different other rescuers out here doing
Yeah.
the work.
Yeah.
And the other thing
And
is
that's a
all
big
the
deal, I
rescues
feel
working
like.
together.
Right.
So
It's not a
important.
competition.
Right.
It's not who's better than who.
Right.
It's not who's
It's
collecting
competition
more
to
money.
not take in. I
Exactly.
would like to get it to where we don't. Let's compete
There
to
are
where we
none.
don't have any more to take in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like one day there won't be any left to save
Right.
because they
Right.
will be safe.
Exactly. Well, if anybody is able, you don't have to have a ton of money. You don't even have to have any money. But a bag of dog food, a container of cat litter, a couple of hours of spending with an animal.
Come play with the dogs.
Yeah,
and stuff.
yeah. I mean, everybody loves, animals. If you're an animal lover, I mean, you just love to come spend a couple hours with one of their animals, and just that would be a huge help. So, definitely, I want to thank you guys for finally getting together. And
Thank you for being interested.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Well,
And-
you're gonna see great things here. We're gonna do something out here, and so we'll definitely keep you guys in touch. But please reach out to Lexi's Rescue or Reflections Ranch Rescue. I'll definitely put their links on the page, and if you can help out in any way, I know they would greatly appreciate it, and so would I. Thank you guys.
And I'm like, oh, listen, I need to come over and take some pictures for you guys. 'Cause no offense, but
Your
you
camera
and
work.
Cool Cats and
Your
Canine, Melissa
camera
Davis,
work.
same thing. She's still using the pictures I took of the dogs 4 months ago because her pictures are so bad. I'm like, I gotta come over.
And I've got the cats.
I'll
up
come
in that
over. I
big
got the
catio.
camera.
I got a nice camera too. I bought it from Ashley when she upgraded, right? So all the cats were laying down in the catio the other day. I'm like, I'm gonna go get me some pictures, right? I pick up the camera. Every one of them start, wow. They're slapping the band hanging off
But
the
you can
camera.
get really good pictures that way.
They're sticking their nose into the
Yeah,
camera.
I
I kept
love those
snapping
shots.
and hoping to get some, but half of them were. You
I'm
could tell
coming
they
to
were
get you some
moving.
pictures.
Please, somebody
I'll do
do it
it.
because I'm not the.
I just let them do their thing and I snap as they're doing things.
Yeah,
do, but
and
most
then
of these
your pictures are
ferals-
awesome.
Thanks.
They are
Yeah.
really
It's like my
good.
favorite thing to do is just
Most of those
follow them and
feral
take pictures.
cats,
Yeah.
Thank you.
now they just want to come get in your lap.
That's
So
good.
While you're trying to take the pictures, they're crawling up your
Yeah,
back and on
yeah,
your head and
yeah.
Yeah,
sneaking
it's
around
like
your
goat,
shoulder.
like
and
the
how,
puppies, man.
how can you take a
Oh,
picture of
yeah.
that? You can't get a picture of that.
The worst
Yeah.
pictures I have are of those Aussie puppies. I mean, they just
They're too wild.
Yeah, so I got to run them around for a while.
Yeah.
which they
That's
do.
Scout. Scout hates her picture taken. She thinks like the camera's trying to steal her soul. So she's always trying to not be on the camera.
I like
So
that
I have
dog.
the
See?
fewest
Yeah, she's
pictures
pretty.
of her.
That's my German
But
Shepherd spirit
she-
animal right
yeah.
there. We're on the same
I'm gonna
page.
Yeah.
turn slightly.
Yeah, you might need to get him out of the sun, the poor baby.
There, that's better.
But yeah, she's not the best with pictures. Lily, you can get a really good one of Lily. And Sparky, he's just, I mean, he
Get her in the
takes-
pond.
Yeah,
She's really pretty.
Yeah, yeah.
That lab.
They're good. They're great.